11a has a quadratic equation in terms of cos, and this quadratic equation is not factorable, so we have to solve for the cos 2x using the quadratic formula. Using the quadratic formula, I get 5 plus minus square root 41 over 8, and when I work out the decimal values for that, I get 1.425 and negative 0.175. So solving this, I need to undo this using arc cos. So I'm going to arc cos this. So I'm going to write this as the inverse cos of 1.425 is equal to 2x. I'm going to call that theta 1. So undoing this, I get second cos 1.425, and I get no domain. So this is not solvable because this is outside of the domain. So cos must be between negative 1 and positive 1. So there's no solution here. Okay, so then I go to cos 2x equals 0.0175. I'm going to arc cos this. So I get negative 0.175, and that's going to be equal to theta 1. And when I undo this, I end up with negative 0.175. Inverse cos, I get 1 point, so theta 1 is equal to 1.75 radians. And that's going to mean that x is equal to half of that. So divide by 2. I'm going to end up with 0.873. So I'm just going to round that to 87 radians. Okay, I also have a theta 2 that I have to solve for. So theta 2 is going to be, for cos, is going to be 2 pi minus theta 1. Okay, so I get 2 pi minus theta 1. That gives me 4 point, so I get 2x is equal to 4.54 radians. So x, when I solve for x, I'm going to divide that by 2. I end up with 2.27 radians. Okay, so I have two solutions. The 1.425 gives me no solutions because it's outside the domain of, or outside the range of cos. And then solving for the cos 2x equals negative 0.175, I get x equals 0.87 and 2.27. Now, does say for all real numbers. So when I'm solving for all real numbers, I need to know the period of this function because we're going to have repetitions of these. So the period in this case is going to be 2 pi over 2, so the period is going to be pi. So then to show all real numbers, I'm going to add in plus n pi here and plus n pi. So I'm going to just add pi to get new solutions. So these are the two primary solutions. I have repetitions based on the period, and I also should state that n is an integer. So it goes up by plus pi plus pi plus pi.